In our last video, we went to Newport Harbor in Rhode Island, where we stayed for approximately 2 weeks on anchor, toured the harbor, saw a lot of sights, classic schooners, sailing ships of all types, big super yachts, and then we cruised over to Ocean Drive and to our favorite restaurant overlooking the water, Castle Hill, and then hung around the harbor and the town and showcased the sights. In today's video, we leave Newport Harbor and head over to Block Island, Rhode Island, hang out on a mooring ball for a couple weeks, check out the town, do some touring, go to some of our favorite restaurants and bars, and take a little time to look for one of those elusive glass balls on the island, and overall just have a great time. Have you ever dreamed of selling it all and cruising into the sunset? Well, that's exactly what we did. It's no fun going it alone though, so why don't you join us for the ride? So it's cool when your friends have a mooring and they let you use it for the day. But it's really cool when it's in Newport, Rhode Island. Short dinghy away to all the fun. Look at that. Couldn't get a better spot. Now, we had been anchored in Newport for 2 weeks, but then we left for a little while and then came back to stage there to head over to Block Island. Bob and Sharon's mooring is in a great spot. It's just off the main channel, so you see a lot of activity all day long, from the small sailing boats to the classic tourist schooners that are coming by. We could just sit on the flybridge all day long looking at all this activity. A little bit of a foggy morning, leaving Newport, Rhode Island, on our way to Block Island. Depending on the fog, we'll see what our speed is. Usually we'll go probably 13, 14 miles an hour, get there in maybe a little over 2 hours, but it may be too foggy for that today. We'll go a little bit slower if we have to, but it should be a nice easy ride, low wind out of the west. Looking forward to hanging out on Block Island for a little while. Entering Block Island, Great Salt Pond.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we were very fortunate to have a friend on Block Island who has a mooring ball and allowed us to stay on that mooring ball for a couple weeks, along with our friend Mike Hendry on Easy Riders. The mooring was at the end of the field, close to land, and you couldn't beat the location. A Great Salt Pond staple is Aldo's. It comes around with morning breakfast sandwiches, as well as afternoon delights such as shrimp or raw bar items. Super nice dinghy dock here. Need a hand?
Awesome. Oh,
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank you.
You can probably fit at least 40 dinghies on the public dinghy dock. And there's free water and garbage disposal nearby. Deadeye Dick's is a popular restaurant and bar located adjacent to the dinghy docks. nice public restrooms right near the docks. Block Island is a very cruiser-friendly location. Payne's Donuts. There are a lot of beautiful views as we walked from the Great Salt Pond towards town, which is about a mile and a half away. There's a nice little market on the way to town that has everything you could possibly need. Just past the market was Poor People's Pub. It has some great food and drink. Our friend Beth was nice enough to lend us a car to run some errands. Low rider, I'm a low. Limited. The BB wagon or the Dragon wagon. Easy Riders had to pick up their laundry. And oddly enough, adjacent to this place that does wash and fold laundry was a zoo. Oh, there is a camel. I think in an emu. I would say alpaca. That night, Beth invited us to a concert on the beach, and the main event was Neil and the Vipers. Easy Riders loves him some Aldos. So Block Island has this thing where a local artist hides these orbs along public areas, trails, like glass orbs. And we've been looking for one for a while. We've heard about them. Some are clear, very limited number are colored. We just found one. Let me turn this around. Where are we? Nevis Park? Nevis Park. There's an unsuspecting individual, but he doesn't know that in the nook of this tree is the glass ball. Hello, friend. This is what the said glass ball looks like. I think they're dated and numbered. Yep, this is number, looks like 424. Very cool. If you're interested in learning more about this adult Easter egg hunt, it's called the Block Island Glass Float Project. Google it and you'll find out a whole lot about it. I think they hide about 500 of these on Block Island every year, and it's a very popular thing to do to try and find these things. Pretty interesting, pretty cool. Take a look. So Block Island is a popular tourist destination. You can get there by small plane, but the most popular way of getting there is by ferry. which comes from Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Long Island.
I got engaged in the water screen.
The ferries drop you off right in the center of town. There are plenty of shops and restaurants, bars, and you can even rent scooters and bicycles there. Sadly, about 2 weeks after we left the island, the Harborside Inn succumbed to a fire that made it a total loss. The local library has a nice little outdoor seating area and free Wi-Fi. Just at the north end of town, check out the surf at the Block Island Beach House Hotel. It has some excellent barbecue and a commanding view of the harbor. So that night, our friend Beth took us to the Spring House Hotel. I believe it was a Thursday night, and they have live entertainment. Pretty bougie little historic place. You definitely want to check it out. Great views, some pricey drinks, but great people watching as well, and live entertainment.
Chicken in the bread pan, picking out good. Ready to the dog fight, no child.
A few days later, our friend Brian on the PDQ flip turn was in town, and he was taking part in a 1 mile swim, and we all went over to show him some support. It was a charity swim, and I believe the proceeds went to saving the bay. Later that afternoon, we went to one of our favorite haunts called The Oar. It's a bar restaurant overlooking the Great Salt Pond. You get sushi, all kind of food, drinks there, great picnic tables, or you can eat on the inside. Just an outstanding environment. And there's a nice dinghy dock just outside the Oar for convenience. If you walk outside of the Oar's parking lot and up the hill a short distance, you'll come upon a little park that has a weekly farmers market, I believe Wednesdays and Saturdays. That was pretty good.
I'm having a failure with shrimp, so the past is that are very popular. So,
So a short dinghy ride away towards the cut that brought you into the Great Salt Pond is Coast Guard Beach on one side of the narrow channel there. It's a great little beach, very popular, and a lot of boat activity to see there all day long. And another one of our favorite places to hang out is Mahogany Shoals at Payne's Dock. Great place to meet old friends and new. We hope you enjoyed this little tour de Block Island, and if you did, please like and subscribe to our channel and you'll get notifications for when we post new videos.